everyone, Linda here. I have a really sweet friend who loves to journal, and she saw my Smash book and thought that was really cool. So yesterday I was at a garage sale and I picked up this, just this little book for a dime with some paper in it. But what I want to do is I want to use the paper and I want to use the cardboard, but I'm not sure about the wire. I might be able to reuse that, but I want to take it all apart because I want to cover the cardboard, but I want to use it as my base. So what I'm going to do is take this off and I'm going to use a pair of pliers. You see if that'll work, because when you put these on you're just tightening it up. So what I'm going to try to do is just separate this with this needle nose pliers and see if I can do that to get everything out. Oh, that's going to work slick. So all I have to do is just open the wires like this and keep working my way down, and then I'll be able to take everything apart, and then I'll be able, maybe be able to even reuse this wire because it's a nice wire in my cinch. Alright, so I'm going to do that and get started. I finished the journal. I put all the embellishments on it and got it all ready to go now. Here's a charm I made. It has a little shrinky dink that's a Packer guy, because we're in Wisconsin, and it says we'll work very hard, or really hard, for Packer tickets. And this is a Peachy Keen stamp that I stamped and then shrunk. Little tea or coffee cup, a key, a little flower, a bead, big bead. These I got when Bonnie and I were out antiquing one day, and a star charm. Then I just put some fibers and ribbon up here. This is the Tim Coffey paper. Life is a Mystery Garden, it says. And this is a key from an Etsy shop called the Pork Chop Show. Really cool stuff there. The closure on the book is a garter that I got in a pack at Goodwill of 2 garters, and it's just kind of cool. And I think, you know, Bonnie's close to or we're just about the same age, and I think this really will bring back some memories to her. This is the inside, and this poem is called I Wish You Enough, and it's a poem I got off of the internet, and it's just really a sweet poem. The next page I have a pocket, and I have a flashcard that I made into a tag and put in there. Then this side also has a pocket. Some writing paper, because Bonnie really likes to write, so that's why hers is going to be mostly writing. Another flashcard, some ledger paper. This page is just a piece of cardstock, and it says Happiness, which is a stamp from Close to My Heart. Then this page has a Stampin' Up! Stamp that says You're One of the Good Ones. And some more pages in there. Then this is a pocket page that I created with lace. I just stitched with the sewing machine around here and covered some tag board with, or some, I guess it's tag board with some paper. Then I made a bunch of little tags, or tabs, I'm sorry, that Bonnie can write on. I put a little of the sticky tape on there so that she can put them on the pages that she wants to put them on and mark them the way she wants to. And then this side of the page has, you know, I took notebook paper out of old notebooks and cut it down. So I had lots of little pieces, and I thought, well, why waste it? Put it in another little book. So I made her a couple little books in there like that. So this is more paper, and it says, So Glad We're Friends. That's a Stampin' Up! Stamp. More Tim Coffey paper. This is a K & Company. I think this went with the set. A Tim Coffey paper and another little book that she can write in. This is a picture of Bonnie and I at my cabin. We both ended up having the same book with us to read, which I thought was really funny. This book, or this page, has a stamp on it that says So Glad We're Friends. On this page I used the frame, the same frame that I used on that page, but I cut a whole bunch of them to make it thicker so that I could put a folder in here. So this folder just comes out and Bonnie can put some pictures on there. I'll tell you more about this paper another day, but that's pretty cool stuff. Then I put another flashcard up here. I sewed some ribbon here so that I could stick a pen in here for Bonnie, and then I like to write with a pencil, and I like a number 9 lead because it erases really well, and so I put that on. I just slid that in the ribbon too so that it would hold there. This page has a picture of my husband and Bonnie's husband after fishing one day. This is just another tag for in that pocket. Some more paper. It says Delight in Life. And I was showing Bonnie my Smash book, and she thought it was really cool. And I like my Smash book, but I like this one a lot better because, it has more of what you want in it. The Smash book is just whatever the manufacturer wanted. So this one has Twitterpaid on it. That's a stamp from Close to My Heart. This one says, a well-behaved woman seldom makes history. I think that's a Stampin' Up stamp. Here's another Stampin' Up stamp. And I just stamped that first page, so she has writing room. This folds out so that Bonnie could put pictures on it, or she could write and journal on that page too. Some more ledger paper with same stamp on it, Stampin' Up stamp. This is another one of those cards that I'm going to tell you about it another time. And I stamped a kitty on there. This is a Stampin' Up stamp set too. And this says, how beautiful a day can be when kindness touches it. And I sewed the larger lace on here to make a pocket. Here's another one of these little books with the extra paper. Some more paper with a Stampin' Up stamp on there. Another pocket page. This is Tim Coffee paper, and I stamped just a piece of orange paper with a sunflower stamp. This stamp is from Stamp TV, and it's called A Year in Flowers. And then the other side of that page just has another side pocket. This page I stamped, a woman is like a tea bag. You never know how strong she is until she gets into hot water. This page I created a pocket envelope by just folding the paper and stitching around it, and then punching out circles and putting a brad through it so that I could tie a string around it. So then it just goes like that. So there's another little pocket for her to put whatever she'd like in it. Here's another pocket here. Bonnie really likes coffee, so I want to make sure I use this stamp in it. It says caffeine isn't a drug, it's a vitamin. And this one says a morning without coffee is like sleep. And there's the teapot or coffee pot. Then I couldn't make it for her without putting one of my zipper pockets in it. So this is just a zipper page. I didn't embellish it because I thought, well, she's going to be writing on these pages and that might be too bumpy, so I didn't embellish that. Then just some more paper, and then one more just cardstock, and this one says, there is nothing wrong with the world that a sensible woman couldn't settle in an afternoon. And I really like that saying. So this is the end of the book, back of the book. The back of the book says, an act of kindness is a breath of fresh air, and that's part of the Tim Coffee paper. Alright, so there you have it, my homemade grunge book for a friend, and I hope she's going to like it. Thanks for stopping.